it's going to be an interesting way to see how Falco in particular can play around Game & Watch, and how he can play around Kazii's more reserved type of style. Like, it's much more in the line of Meister. Right? It's like, I want to use Nair and up B as a get-out-of-jail-free card, but it's not my neutral.
As we see there.
Right,
like,
of course.
Yeah. So I feel like Rondor's going to, like, I wouldn't say struggle to find anything, because obviously Rondor is leading right now, but if Kazii like plays to his pace, I feel like this is very difficult to do for Rondor.
Yeah, I think this is really good IOTAS for spaces as a whole. Like, it's such a matchup check whenever they are faced with a Game & Watch, because Game & Watch shuts down typical win conditions from Falco. Like, hey, I want to approach you with these aerials that are pretty safe and start my big combos, and Game & Watch says, no, I have a million disjointed buttons. But at the end of the day, Falco can arguably play the straight hit game a little bit better than a lot of characters, as we see with that backer closing out the stock.
Absolutely. You definitely do not want to get hit, be on the backside of that back air.
It's been nice for a good long while.
Yeah. Kazii kind of getting a little snowballed here.
Yeah, some of these combos have been pretty huge on the part of Rondor, finding it down air over a couple of those bombs. Super great spacing on the part of Rondor, as they are fully tapped into this game right now after this short hop game with a little bit of sunshots as well, but I love that run and up tilt from Kazii, able to close down on the aggressive short hops. The back air doesn't do it quite yet, Mamba, as we get to see the ledge trap in underplay. Oh, never mind, just instant reversal.
Yeah. I think Kazii getting back onto stage is going to be the hardest part right now. Just like getting his feet on the ground, getting off of ledge, getting out of the air, because Rondor is going toe-to-toe and keeping Kazii just struggling.
Yeah, very much on the back foot right now, as you were saying, Mambo. Looking for the down tilt yet again. A lot of these straight hits aren't doing it quite yet, though. Gotta find one of these down tilts here as they start poking for it. The get-up attack comes in clutch from Kazii. 179, but hey, you were at death percent like 80% ago.
Yeah.
That up air, like you did 70 in turn. You're feeling pretty good about how you were managing that high percent situation.
Yeah, for sure. And it really, as a character like Game & Watch, it doesn't take too much to get a kill.
Yeah, honestly, like, you're going to be able to find, like, a lot of these, well, potentially some of these down airs or conversions off of, like, down smash. Ooh. But if you get the opportunity, I love that commitment from Rondor. You see the down air come out time and time again from Game & Watch mains. But it's like, hey, I'm just going to track you and finish you off before the up B is able to come out and guarantee you back to ledge.
Yeah, it's very good. That's a very good move on, like, a Falco player like Rondor. Because even if he misses the down air, he's Falco. You can jump back up.
Yeah, not using that double jump, right?
Yeah.
So you just got two stocked, right, in a matchup that you would think could be winning. Like, what are you looking for from Kazii to try and, like, transition over from, like, getting two stock to potentially getting a two stock as we move on to small?
The thing is, like, Kazii was more just playing in disadvantage, like that entire second stock, for example, getting to like 180 and then dying to a straight up air. If Kazii can really win the neutral against Rondor and just play to his own strengths instead of trying to go toe-to-toe with Rondor in certain situations, I think Kazii would have a much better shot at doing this, as he's putting on pretty good advantage pressure right there.
Yeah, I mean, a solid start, plenty of these drag downs, utilizing the drag down neutral, but not spacing out the forward smash correctly. But you're in really solid position to try and close this out with an edge guard of your own. Dropping the bomb, but setting up for the Chef ledge trap, having plenty of reversals on deck. And this is where Game & Watch can be such a hassle. Yeah. Not only with moves that don't feel whiff punishable, but the fact that every time you try and make an approach, he just stuffs you out and potentially gets a huge combo off of it. So, but you're dead at 101 after the hits. That's like crippling to try and hold that advantage. Yeah,
it's hard, like, as Kazii, as we see, because just as much as you can put on pressure, Falco can hit you, like, as Game & Watch, like, 4 times and get you to kill percent.
Yeah, especially on a stage like Smashville. But the same can be said both ways. Those hollow bones don't do him any favors, but you gotta start changing up these ledge traps.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we're seeing the Chef just be such a non-factor in this game thus far. And
that frame 1 reflector is really not doing...
it go dummy.
it goes crazy. And it's always putting Kazii either in hit stun or putting him in shield where Rondor can react.
Oh, I like to see. We see the attempt at some adaptation, though. The bait's coming out. Gets the down tilt, though. Unable to find anything from Rondor. The landing hitbox of Fair keeping Rondor safe as this game gets well more even.
Looking for something with that up smash.
Yeah, looking for quite a bit to the roll on, get him by. Let's see if Rondor cannot get through that bomb. Just attempting to jump back to ledge, and those type of lazy recoveries, Game & Watch will eat alive.
Yeah.
Those type of lazy grabs, though, will get slammed by Rondor's back air. So we got an even game for our game 2 of this first set.
I think that, like, this is the do or die moment for Kazii, obviously.
Of course, right.
But even more than that, he has to win this in, like, I feel like he needs to win this dominantly right now. Or even if he wins this game 2, I don't think he's going to come back in the third.
It's going to, with how this is shaping up, it's going to get a little bit tough. But you're outside of Falco's main kill percentages, right? So you're looking for basically just anything off of an up tilt, anything off of a Dragon on there. And these can potentially be telegraphed, but through the platform, didn't get the right jump heights, though. Not able to combo into the back air, and that keeps Kazii alive, at least for the very minute. Again, soft spot back air. Kazii struggling. No way. You got away with that. I'm upset for Rondor.
Well, that was, I think, I like that a lot, though, because Kazii, up until this point, has almost always been doing get-up attack.
Right.
And he gets up, kind of looks like get-up attack, kind of, because it's Game & Watch, not a lot of animation frames. So, you know, you're like expecting the thing, you drop your shield, you get down smashed.
Yeah, just getting caught at the exact wrong timing. That's really unfortunate for Rondor, who had that game in his like grasp.
Yeah.
Just getting antsy. It's what you were saying a little earlier. Like getting antsy as Falco can mean just like an instant death sentence, and it's just it's part of the Game & Watch matchup.
Yeah.
You can't afford to rush anything, or else you get traded with, you get blown up, and you can get shut down just so quickly.
Falco is a character that loves to play at his own tempo, but in that same vein, Game & Watch is a tempo stopper. You got like an unstoppable force meets a wall.
Yeah, not an immovable object. Game & Watch is pretty light after all, so Falco can get some pretty good reward when you get the hit. But that wall can sometimes be really hard to find anything meaningful on. Like we saw at the end of last game, a lot of F-tilts. We're seeing at the end of this game, like just some soft hits, some weak stuff like that weak back air. Nothing that's really been definitive for Rondor in quite a bit. But let's see if we're able to make some adjustments, or is Rondor going to slowly flub and slowly lose their headspace and lose their zen against Kazii's reversals, and another uppy comes out preemptively that time to stop some of Rondor's aerial approaches.
Rondor looking a little desperate to find that kill, but does get that back air.
Honestly, it still felt desperate though, right?
It did. Like, it really did.
Phantasm on stage like that, so incredibly punishable. Sometimes it works out though, and 70% not.
But I don't know if I'd be making those risks as Rondor at this point, because you're at 90% against Game & Watch. That could have killed.
It definitely would have. As we see another Nair attempt at coming down. Here's a couple forward up tilts though. Just respecting the down air though. I like that a lot from Rondor.
The demon on Kazii's shoulder telling him the down air there.
Just do it. It'll work. It'll work. Trust. All right. Let's see. I almost want to see a couple lasers come out from Rondor. Oh, that down air was so well timed. Barely getting in before the up smash starts. Super even game now. We're just waiting to see which back air connects first. Which one of these dash attacks? Which one of these? Anything.
Oh.
Woo. Sometimes you just got to do it, and the devil on his shoulder comes in quite again. Kazii is still holding on with both of them are still holding on to these stocks, but Rondor meeting them in center stage up so high, finally landing a strong hit back air to really solidify that lead and solidify a sense of momentum in this game.
Yeah, for sure. For Kazii, it's really like that might be a little disheartening, because I feel like I saw Bucket come out for no reason in that situation. So that might, hopefully he doesn't get flustered if that was a misinput.
Yeah, you never want to see any sort of like misinputs or nerves take hold of you in this type of position. Like Falco lasers can be annoying, but they're never something you really need to hard focus on. Whether they do 3% and your Game & Watch doesn't
It doesn't matter. There's nothing that you can really bucket that's really gonna like matter.
Yeah.
And if anything, it just might put you in a dumb position.
So now it's just, I mean, we saw this in the previous game, right? Just a little bit of damage and one down smash can just mean the end of a Falco and the end of a set here in game number 3. Rondor still looking for that definitive hit. The back air won't do it from center stage.
That was a very ballsy get-up attack.
Yeah, just get up F tilt as the option, right? Like super tough. Still able to escape the ledge trap, though. We're in dire straits now. You can't take many hits. You can't take those kind of risks.
You can't do those risky options.
Wow, no follow-up, and that hits the forward air, intercepts the the forward air gets intercepted by the up smash at the very end. Kazii just throwing it out, trying to see if Rondor was gonna get desperate, and he did.
He did.
That's so tough.
It's tough to see, but you know.